Nature. It's the one only Despotic bringing you guys another gameplay commentary. This is Elder Scrolls Online. So I have a clip here that I think is just very funny, right? I want you to, and this is just me like super like analyzing certain things, and that's what, I don't know, it's just me. I just tend to do these things. So I want you to pay close attention to this guy's name. His name is Big D Magnum. Yes, his name is Big D Magnum, right? And like whenever I see a gamer tag like that, I think like three things immediately come to like I start to think. Right? The first thing is this person is a virgin. Right? This person has never had buns in his entire life. Never had any kind of business, any interaction with any form of the opposite sex whatsoever, with an exception of maybe online, right? And I don't think that counts. It's not physical, right? And then the second one is like some married guy that's had like two interaction with the opposite sex, and the second interaction he married her, right? And for some reason he feels as if he has this kind of like he can really talk about sex or business all of a sudden. So he has that name, like Big D Magnum. Shit is hilarious, right? And the third one is just socially awkward, right? That he needs that conversation starter. Like, oh my God, his name is Big D Magnum. Oh my God, that is so clever, right? And individual. Let me just start the clip, right? And that individual is looking to like meet like this conversation starter, like they're looking to meet like a gamer girl, and like my philosophy about gamer girls, I stay away from them, and the reason I stay away from them is because for my entire life I've never met, and I've interacted with lots of women, right? I've never met, and this is not a knock to women, right? I've never met an attractive gamer girl in real life. I've never met them. It's a myth, right? So I try to stay as far away from them as possible. Like, guys want gamer girls. I do not, right? I'm perfectly fine with women who just focus on their self beauty and shit that happens in the real world, right? And look, I'm not saying anything about gamer girls. I think they're amazing individuals, right? They deal with this like this male chauvinist environment called gaming, and they do pretty well. But in terms of like, I stay away from them. Whenever I'm in a group and a girl is talking, and you have like these two guys competing to trying to get their like the funniest shit out there, I just keep my mouth shut because there's no benefit for me whatsoever, right? Like any of the women that I've interacted in my entire life, and if they've ever been a gamer girl, there's no attraction there. They've never been attractive to, they were not attractive. And so when you see this guy who just ran away from his buddies, Big D Magnum, he's a runner. He ran and left his boy Taco, or whatever Taco's name is. But back to what I was saying, right? And I just don't get any fascination about it. So I tend to stay away from, you see these gamer girls and they're talking and they're witty and they crack these funny like sexual jokes. Undoubtedly, like that's what it ends. It like the end product is like these sexual innuendos, and they go back and forth and the guys are laughing and ha ha ha. I stay away from that shit because there's no value behind it. So when I see this overall setup with these guys and this name to have this kind of conversation starter in an online game, it's dead from the beginning, because if that person ever interacted, and look, this is just my personal opinion, and this is based on what I've interacted with, and I've interacted with a decent amount of women, and that's a non-starter for me. I see that, I hear that back and forth, and they're laughing, and they're like, oh, and they say this kind of subtle sexual thing, and the guys are going back and forth, and you hear them pumping their chest, like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm that guy. When in reality, they don't get any buns. They don't have any lineups, right? They don't have anything. They don't have something that they're about to line up on a Saturday night or a Friday night or any of that stuff. They just have that witty back and forth because they have a name such as Big D Magnum. Look, I'm being very cynical, right? And I'm being judgmental as well. But like, people that know me, they know, man. Like, I don't play. Like, you know, I pride myself on being able to deal with talk to the opposite sex and have girlfriends and all this kind of stuff. So when I see a guy that has that name, it just sends me for like, it just puts me in, like, I've already seen the end. Like, his greatest accomplishment is banter, sexual back and forth with like an internet person that he will never meet. Anyway, I hate to be this cynical, but that's just what it turned into. Anyway, it's the one only Spike. Deuces. Big D.